Hello everyone, welcome to Premier Math. Today we are going to discuss some important math problems on time, speed and distance based on previous year questions. We will be solving these questions using speed matrix. Here all the problems are on average speed. So let's start our session. Our first question is, a train travels at a speed of 30 km per hour for 12 minutes and then for the next 8 minutes at a speed of 45 km per hour. Then the average speed for the journey is. So here we have to find the average speed for the entire journey. And average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. Here a train travels at a speed of 30 km per hour for 12 minutes and then 45 km per hour speed for 8 minutes. So we need to find out the average speed of this entire journey. Here distance is equal to speed into time. So total distance will be 30 into 12. 12 is in minutes, so I will divide it with 60 plus 45 into 8 by 60. 8 is in minute. Divided by, this is total distance. Total time is equal to 12 plus 8, 20 minutes. So 20 by 60. 20 into 3, 60. 30 into 2, 60. 15 into 3, 45. 15 into 4, 60. So this will be 12 by 2, 6. 8 by 4, 2. So 6 plus 6, 12. And 3 will come to the numerator, that is 36 km per hour is your answer. Option A is your answer. Next is question number 2. A person travels half of his journey by train at a speed of 120 km per hour and rest half by car at 80 km per hour. What is the average speed? Here, if the total distance covered by train is d, that means half the distance d by 2, train covered at 120 km per hour and another half d by 2 at 80 km per hour. So here you can see distance is constant in both the case. In first case as well as in second case, distance is constant, that is d by 2. So distance is same here. That means you can use the formula for average speed is equal to 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. That is 2 into first speed 120, second speed 80. And 120 plus 80 is equal to 200. So 0, 0 cancel, 2 cancel, that is 12 into 8, 96 km per hour is your answer. Option A is your answer. Here, if you don't know this formula, average speed, that is 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2, you can use another method as well. Here distance is constant. So first half train travelled at 120 km per hour and second half at 80 km per hour. You can take the LCM of 120 and 80 because distance is constant here. So LCM of 120 and 80 is double of 120 is 240 and 240 is divisible by 80 here. Here 80 goes 3 times in 240 and 120 goes 2 times in 240. That means to cover 240 km distance at 120 km per hour, train take 2 hour time. Same way to cover 240 km distance at 80 km per hour speed, train take 3 hour time. So here average speed will be total distance is equal to half the distance 240, then total distance will be 2 into 240 divided by total time is equal to 2 plus 3, 5 hours. So 5 into 48 is equal to 240. 48 into 2 is equal to 96 km per hour. So you can use any method here. If you don't know this formula, you can use this method as well. Whenever you have questions from average speed, if distance is not constant, use the formula total distance by total time for average speed. If distance is constant, use the formula 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. Next is question number 3. A metro train runs at a speed of 40 km per hour from station A to station B, covering a distance of 30 km. It stops at 5 stations in between for 5 minutes at each station. What is the average speed of the train from A to B. Here, a train travels 30 kilometer distance at a speed of 40 kilometer per hour, and this train stops at 5 stations while traveling this 30 kilometer, and train takes 5 minutes stoppage time at each station. That means here time taken to travel is equal to distance divided by speed is equal to 30 by 40, that is 3 by 4 hour. Also here stoppage time, train stops at 5 stations, so total stoppage time is equal to 5 into 5, 25 minutes. So 25 by 60 is equal to 5 5s are 25, 5 12s are 60. So 5 by 12 hour. That means average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. That is equal to total distance 30 kilometer and total time is equal to 3 by 4 plus 5 by 12. 3 by 4 hour plus 5 by 12. That is equal to 30 divided by 3 into 12, 36, 5 into 4, 20. That is 56 divided by 48. So 30 into 48 divided by 56. 8 7s are 56, 8 6 are 48. So 180 divided by 7 is equal to 180 divided by 7 is equal to 7 2s are 14, 7 5s are 35, 7 7s are 49. So option B, 25.7 is your answer. Next is question number 4. A man travels from A to B at a speed of 36 km per hour in 74 minutes, and he travels a distance from B to C with a speed of 45 km per hour in 112 minutes. Find the average speed of the whole journey. Here, a man travels from A to B at a speed of 36 km per hour in 74 minutes, and from B to C at a speed of 45 km per hour in 111 minutes. Here this is a direct question, that is average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. Here I will take time ratio here because distance is not given, so time will be in both numerator and in denominator, and this is in minutes. So that 74 is to 111, that is equal to 37 into 2, 74, 37 into 3, 111. So 2 is to 3 is the time ratio here. So distance, total distance is equal to 36 into 2 part plus 45 into 3 part is equal to total distance divided by 2 plus 3 total time. So that is equal to 36 into 2 is equal to 72 plus 45 into 3 is equal to 135 divided by 2 plus 3, 5. So that is equal to 135 plus 70, 200, 200 plus 7. 207 divided by 5. That is equal to 5 4s are 20, 5 1s are 5. 2 by 5 is equal to 0.4. So 41.4. Option A is your answer. Here why I take this time ratio is because even if you write this 74 and 111 in part of this 2 part and 3 part, you can cancel each other. That's why I take the time ratio to make the calculation simple. So whenever you have a common factor in numerator as well as in denominator, take the ratio of it. Here don't take the speed ratio because speed is only in the numerator, not in the denominator. Next is question number 5. A man travels 600 km by train at 80 km per hour, 800 km by ship at 40 km per hour, and 500 km by aeroplane at 400 km per hour, and 100 km by car at 50 km per hour. What is the average speed for the entire distance? Here, a man travels 600 km by 80 km per hour and 800 km by 40 km per hour and 500 km by 400 km per hour and remaining 100 km by 50 km per hour. So this is distance and this is speed. This is a direct question, that is average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Here time is not given, so distance is common in both numerator as well as in denominator because time is equal to distance by speed. So I will take the distance ratio, that is 6:8:5:1. So total distance will be 6 plus 8 plus 5 plus 1 part, that is 20 part. So total distance is equal to 20 part divided by total time is equal to time for first part of the journey is equal to 6 part by 80 plus second part of the journey 8 by 40 plus third part of the journey 5 by 400 plus fourth part of the journey 1 by 50. So here LCM of 80, 40, 400 and 50 is equal to 400. So 20 part divided by 400 by 80 is equal to 5. 5 into 6, 30. Plus 400 by 40, 10. 10 into 8, 80. Plus 400, 400 cancel, so 5 part. Plus 400 by 50, 8 part. That will, and divided by 400 will come in numerator. That is 20 into 400. That is 8000 divided by 80 plus 30, 110. 110 plus 5 plus 8, 13. So 123. 110 plus 13, 123. Here 8000 is not completely divisible by 123. So option D and option B are eliminated. Here 123 into 60 is around 6 into 3, 18. 6 into 2, 12 plus 1, 13. 6 into 1 plus 7. So here 7380 is 620 shorter than 8000. So option A is your answer. Option C is eliminated. So 65 into 5 by 123 is your answer. Next is question number 6. With an average speed of 45 km per hour, a train reaches its destination on time. If it goes with an average speed of 30 km per hour, it is late by 15 minutes. The total journey is, that means we have to find the distance here. Total journey means distance. Here, when a train travels with 45 km per hour, it reaches on time, that is 0 minute late. But when it travels at a speed of 30 km per hour, it is 15 minutes late. That means if time taken for traveling at 45 km per hour is T1 and time taken to travel at 30 km per hour is T2, then T2 minus T1 is equal to 15 minutes. That is, time difference is 15 minutes. Here, whenever you have two speed and time difference, I will use the formula distance is equal to speed 1, speed 2 divided by difference in speed into time difference. That is, distance is equal to speed into time here. Just improve this formula, that is, speed is equal to S1 S2 by S1 minus S2 and time is equal to time difference. Here S1 S2 is equal to 45 into 30 and difference in speed is equal to 45 minus 30 is equal to 15 and time difference is equal to 15 minutes. So I will convert in hour, that is 15 by 60. 15 cancel. 30 into 2, 16. That is 45 into 2 is equal to 22.5 kilometer. Option C is your answer. Here, this formula is derived from T2 minus T1 is equal to 15 minutes. That is, T2 is equal to, here distance is constant in both the case. Distance is constant. So, here T2 is equal to distance divided by time is equal to distance divided by speed. Speed of second is equal to 30 minus T1 is equal to D by 45. That is equal to 15 minute difference. That is 15 by 60. So if you solve this, you will get this formula. That is, distance is equal to S1 S2 divided by S1 minus S2 into time difference. Actually, this is the actual thing, but when you solve this, you will get this formula. Next is question number 7. An express train covers a distance of 3,584 km in 2 days and 8 hours. If it covers 1,440 km on first day and 1,608 km on second day, by how much does the average speed of the train of the remaining part of the journey differ from that for the entire journey? So we have to find out the average speed difference for the entire part of the journey and the remaining part of the journey. Here average speed difference means average speed of the remaining part of the journey minus average speed of the entire journey. Here a train travels 3,584 total distance. This is 3,584 km in 2 days and 8 hours. That is 48 plus 8 is equal to 56 hours. And first day it travels 1,440 km. Next day it travels 1,608 km. And remaining distance means 3,584 minus 1,400 plus 1,600 is 3,000 and 8 plus 40, 48. So 3,048. So this will 14 minus 8 is equal to 6. 58 minus 3 is equal to 4. 57 minus 4 is equal to 53. So 536 km is the remaining distance. So remaining part of the journey travelled in 8 hours. This is in 24 hours. This is in 24 hours. So the remaining part of the journey travelled in 8 hours. That means average speed of the remaining part of the journey is remaining part of the distance divided by time minus average speed of the entire journey is 3,584 divided by 56. Total distance divided by total time. Here 7 into 8 is equal to 56, 7 5, 35, 7 1, 7, 7 2, 14. So 512 by 8. Here 536 minus 512 is equal to 24 divided by 8. So 3 km per hour is the difference in average speed. So option A is your answer. Here option 1 is your answer. Next is question number 8. On a journey across Kolkata, a taxi averages 50 km per hour for 50% of the distance, 40 km per hour for 40% of it, and 20 km per hour for remaining. The average speed in km per hour for the whole journey is. Here, a taxi covers 50% of the distance in 50 km per hour speed and 40% of the distance in 40 km per hour speed, and the remaining distance means 100 minus 50 plus 40, that is remaining distance is 10%. 10% distance in 20 km per hour speed. Here distance is not given, so I will take LCM of speed, that is LCM of 50, 40 and 20. Here 20 goes in 40, so 50 into 4, 200 is the LCM of 50, 40 and 20 here. So I will take 200 km as the distance here. Then 50% of 200 means 100 km. Because 10% is 20, 1% is 2. 1% is 2 means 50% is 100. Because 50 into 2 is equal to 100. So this is 200 km and 50% of 200 km is equal to 100 km. Then 40% of 200 km is 80 km. Because 1% is 2. Then 40% is 80. Then 10% is 20. Because 1% is 2, 10% is 20 km. So here, to cover 100 km with 50 km per hour, this taxi takes 100 by 50, that is 2 hours. To cover 80 km with a speed of 40 km per hour, it takes 80 by 40, that is 2 hours. To cover 20 km with a speed of 20 km per hour, it takes 1 hour. That means average speed is equal to total distance 200 km divided by total time 2 plus 2 plus 1, that is 5 hours. That is 40 km per hour is the average speed here. So option B is your answer. Next is question number 9. A person travels 1/3 of his journey at a speed of 40 km per hour. Next to 1/3 at a speed of 30 km per hour and remaining part at a speed of 15 km per hour. If his average speed in the entire journey was x km per hour, then how much time in hours would he take to cover a distance of 144 km at an average speed of x km per hour? Here, a person cover 1/3 of the distance in 40 km per hour speed and other 1/3 in 30 km per hour speed. And the remaining distance means 1/3 itself, because 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. So remaining distance is 1/3 in 15 km per hour speed. So we have to find out the average speed x and time taken to cover this 144 km with this average speed. So here you already know distance is constant here. That is 1/3 distance, 1/3 distance, 1/3 distance. So whenever distance is constant, you have average speeds formula. That is here 3 equal distances at 3 different speeds. So 3 S1, S2, S3 divided by S1, S2 plus S2, S3 plus S3, S1. So this is your average speed formula. If you don't know this formula, you can use LCM method as well. That is, take the LCM of 3 different speeds. That is 40, 30 and 15. LCM of 40, 30 and 15 is 120. So I will take 1/3 distance as 120 km. Then time taken to cover this 120 km with 40 km per hour speed is 120 by 40, that is 3 hours. So time for 120 km with 30 km per hour speed is 120 by 30 is equal to 4 hours. Time taken to cover 120 km with 15 km per speed is equal to 8 hours. 120 by 80, 15 is equal to 8 hours. So that means average speed is equal to total distance is equal to 120 plus 120 plus 120, that is 3 into 120 divided by total time is equal to 3 plus 4 plus 8, that is 7 plus 8, 15 hours. This will be equal to 3 into 5, 15, 120 by 5 is equal to 24 km per hour is the average speed x. So time taken to cover 144 km is equal to distance 144 km with average speed is equal to 24 km per hour. So 144 divided by 24. 12 into 2, 24. 12 into 12, 144. That is 6 hours is the time taken to cover 144 km at average speed x. So option A is your answer. Next is question number 10. A person went to the bank at the speed of 60 km per hour. While returning for his home, he covered half of the distance at the speed of 10 km per hour. But suddenly he realized that he was getting late. So he increased the speed and reached the home by covering rest half of the distance at the speed of 30 km per hour. Then find his average speed in the whole length of journey. Here, a man going to bank from his home at a speed of 60 km per hour speed. But while returning to home, he covers half of the distance with a speed of 10 km per hour speed and another half with a speed of 30 km per hour. Here distance is not given. So we need to find out the average speed of this entire journey. The distance is not given, so I will take the LCM of this speed anyway. So 60, 30 and 10. LCM of 60, 30 and 10 is equal to 60 itself, because 10 goes in 30, 30 goes in 60. So 60 is the LCM. Here I will not calculate the time from here because distance is not same for all these three speed. So to travel 60 kilometer with 60 kilometer per hour speed, time taken is 60 by 60, that is 1 hour. To cover 30 kilometer, half of 60 is 30 kilometer. 30 kilometer with 10 kilometer per hour speed, time taken is 30 by 10, that is 3 hour. To cover 30 kilometer with 30 kilometer per hour speed, time taken is 30 by 30, 1 hour. So here total time is equal to 3 plus 1 plus 1, that is 5. And total distance is equal to 60 plus 60, 120. So average speed is equal to total distance 120 divided by total time 5. That is 24 kilometer per hour is your answer. Option B is your answer. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please subscribe, share and like.